Hello everybody, it's George Haydock. I went to Future Gas's Roadshow seminar in Sydney. Now this should be the biggest one across Australia and New Zealand and wherever else they're going. And it was interesting to look at. And it was a flop. Is that there was lucky if there were 60 or 80 people there. So it brings me to the question, why? 3 years ago, I went to one in Parramatta and it had over 300 people. What's happened now? I said, I think when I asked the question, I think the industry is awake to what the F-gas industry is all about. Is that we've watched the movie Dark Waters and we understand the deception that's happening from chemical industries like DuPont. Is that so maybe people don't want to spend their $20 or they just don't want to go and waste their time. I was there. There was nothing new. Is that they spoke about the same old story about the rate of propagation of the refrigerant, not to the fact that what happens when you burn things like R32 and these other fluorinated refrigerants and make lethal gases like hydrogen fluoride. And they just talked about these new refrigerants. What obviously is the biggest concern is the restrictions that are going to be put on these F-gas refrigerants. They're worried about perfluoric acid. Is that they're worried about these TFAs that goes into our waterways when HFOs and F-gas refrigerants break down. We can't get them out of a waterway, so it's a problem. They talk about PFSAs. They said in that there's PFSA everywhere, bottles, even your mobile phone. If you didn't have PFAs, you couldn't have a mobile phone. And my comment is, you know what, is that let's get rid of the dangerous refrigerants, these ones that are bad for the environment, and we can keep the mobile phone because we're going to limit the amount of F-gas or the amount of PFAS that are in the industry, these forever chemicals. I think the industry is onto the F-gas side. They've worked it out. They worked out in the beginning there was HCFCs, which created us a problem with the ozone. Then they gave us HFCs, which caused us a problem with global warming. I said, and they're now trying to push onto us, which I think is a stillborn because Europe's going to stop it, is HFOs. And the problem with HFOs that we all know is when they decompose, they make these forever chemicals like TFA that we can't get out of our drinking water. So Europe's going to stop that. This is probably their big push worldwide. I was there, I listened to them. And the truth of the matter is, they're not happy about me being there, but we need to be truthful. They see it as a David and Goliath battle, this little small Australian manufacturer that can make natural refrigerant air conditioners and they comply. So why can't the rest of the world do it? Is that Australia's not the only one that can lead. But anyway, they think that I talk through my bum. So let me say the last words from my bum. Go hydrocarbons. Have a great day, everybody.